Man, I had one job, and then hopefully, as if time moves on correctly, I say if time moves on correctly, like as if I know, if all goes well, we'll watch Sonic and the Werehog, Night of Living Werehog, and then we'll play some Sonic Unleashed. Sounds like a good Halloween plan. I hope you all enjoy it. So we're gonna start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the logo. Here we go again, boys. New soundtrack. Yoshimitsu. Okay. Ah, there we go. There's Kuma. And 5 legends return. Okay, Panda.
Your fate is already decided.
Wait, what? I don't understand. Did she get an upgrade? Huh? I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead. It's in the bloody tile, but it's annoying. So Deviljin is still alive, but Deviljin has a personality. It looks like Deviljin has a personality. Okay, so let's slow this bit down a little bit. So Cursed Blade Yoshimitsu, suppress yourself. It looks like 5 seconds happen. There's a lot that happens in 5 seconds. We finally get to see his hand. We actually have never seen his hand without like some sort of weird outfit. He's actually got regular hands. This is actually the first time we've actually seen him be human. Goddamn Harada made him human. Also, it looks very similar to his Tekken 3 design. Very, very similar to his Tekken 3 design. Is it 4K? It is 4K, but it's not very smooth. Like, there's a lot of stuff happening here. So this is his intro, probably. And there he is. There's the lad. Okay, Leo Kleisen looks really good. I think she looks really good. Our gender bend, our androgynous girl looks great. Her eyes don't look weird. I think Steve looks weird though. Oh, he looks really good too. Okay, so I heard about this one. Out of all of them, we're having that whole belt syndrome again, which I actually liked it more when we didn't have as many belts. So what he reminds me of a lot more like Street Fighter 5. What's he called? Street Fighter 5 Rashid. I know they're both same area, but I like obviously that's meant to be a sand mask. That the thobe is different. I like the more traditional look to him, but nicely it's giving him a little bit of color. And 5 legends return. So there's Panda. Oh, that's Kuma. That's Kuma dying. Okay. So they made some differences to her Tekken 5, her Tekken 7 Rage Art, which before it was just basically a wolf. It was just volleyball fist.
Fate is already decided.
I think she's got a really good glow up because I love her Rage Art. Her Rage Art looks really cool. What's happened here? That I get. I like that the combat looks like the combat grenade. I like the combat grenade. The com bomb, I guess. That's not exactly a good naming convention, but it's meant to be a combat styled bomb. Time to test out our company's newest product. Take this product. Combo explodes! I'm not sure how I feel about his new design. It's very combat focused. And nothing purple about it. I do like Elisa. The blue flower. They've also changed her design. Like, her blades look completely different. They look like they've been updated finally. You must live with your sins. Find atonement through solitude. So this looks like what happens when Jin and Kazuya finally fight. And when Jin and Kazuya finally fight and he goes in the water and Devil Jin comes out in the fight. He's got a giant ass laser now. Got a lot of eyeliner too. Oh, so that explains why there's a chain. My drill will be the drill that will pierce the heavens. What's these like? So this is the cutscene that was in the trailer. Hang on, let me check something. Slow the playback way down. Let's mute that for a second. If this is meant to be 4K, why is this so blurry? So that must be John. This has to be John. And this looks like the Tekken 5 ending? Or well no, this is his modern design because of this bit here. This wasn't in his this has not been part of his design for a good while. Find atonement through solitude. Maybe this is basically a retelling of Tekken 2. And we'll probably end up getting the Hall of Mirrors fight. Because in Tekken 2 we had the angel versus demon characters because of Kazuya, but Jin never really went through that. So maybe this is Jin's like version of that same story. It's that smile, that damned smile. The happiest he has ever been. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. It's because I think it's hilarious. Also, this looks like he's got a different outfit to his Tekken 5 design. Yeah, his regular Jin design is different from his Devil Jin design. And now he's got lasers in his hands. This is like his version of the laser take. So he's not got just lasers with his hands. Sorry, with his eyeball. This is, I guess, him catching up to Devil Jin. Look, there's the Tekken 8. This just, I think, shows that Tekken, he's going to be the main villain. I think that's just it. Devil Jin will specifically be the main villain. Because he's the only one that's using a chain motif, while every other character is not. So yeah, Devil Jin looks to be the main villain of Tekken 8. Unless we haven't been given, unless we are finally going to see the main villain of the game. I always just thought it was just Kazuya being the main villain, but it looks like it's going to be Devil Jin. And everyone, like this is going to be the Tekken 2 moment where everyone has to team up to defeat Devil Jin, as opposed to Kazuya being the main villain. And we're also going to get like two characters, one that's going to be happening on Thursday, and then one that's going to be happening, is it next Tuesday? Next Sunday? What? This is such a weird date to put it on. We've got one that's happening the Thursday coming, so we're gonna see another reveal trailer fairly soon, and then we're gonna have one on the 12th of November. I'm surprised we didn't hear anything for the Game Awards, unless the next set would just be characters that we haven't seen before. I don't understand why Lee's gone skiing. That's kind of the main thing, really. So we've had everything up until here to here. We've got quite a few characters, but I'm surprised we didn't get like individual trailers for all of them. Maybe we will get individual trailers for all of them. How many characters is that though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then so probably once we get our 12th one, I guess the next 12 days will be dedicated to just creating, announcing a new character. I remember when that was just coming out every week. Whew, that was a rough situation, to be fair. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna see. We're finally gonna get a bit more answer. Also, it looks like oh, yeah, I just realized this now. Elisa's hair's gotten longer. It's not a short bob. It's like full on. It's full on very fluffy. I do like Zafina's more. Like we actually didn't get like a full look of Zafina's thing design. Hang on, let me just quickly check. Oh, there we go. That's her full design. Her full design is this. She's got like this sort of Hashashin look to her design now. And it's against Devil Kazuya. So he's doing the weird JoJo poses. I'm wondering why he is dressed up the way he is. Marvelous. Wait, no, he says marvelous. He doesn't say marvelous. I hate it. Actually, now I hate it because he doesn't say excellent. That's his thing. He says excellent. He should have said excellent, but now he just says marvelous. Yeah, her hair got longer. Is she even able to grow her hair? She's an android. Like a whole thing is that she's an android. Why is she able to grow her hair? That's a weird one, not gonna lie. I think this is him winning against Devil Kazuya. Although I'm not sure why he's like got full on Korean makeup on. Only through atonement through solitude. I guess this is him taking over the body. Like that's gonna be the main point of the plot, which is this fight goes on for quite a while, and then the idea is saving Private Jin Kazama because he did what he was supposed to do, defeat Devil Kazuya. But then because of that, everyone has to be like, well, we've just unleashed a worse version of Jin, and he's in charge of the Mishima Zaibatsu. I mean, technically, I'm guessing, yeah, he's in charge of the Mishima Zaibatsu, unless it's Kazuya taking over the Mishima Zaibatsu that I'm not completely aware of. That's my take on the situation. Like, I don't understand, you know, because then you have the conflict between Devil Jin and John. That's kind of the main thing, really, isn't it? Like, that's the thing if I was this game, I would try to push the narrative towards. So it looks like Devil Jin is the main villain. All right, I wonder if they've updated the Tekken website. Tekken 8! No, Challenger! No, the website has not been updated yet. The Devil Jin's progenitor. I thought Azazel was a completely separate thing. No, the website has not been updated. Oh, wait, no, it has been. Has it been? It has been! Okay. Um, Panda, fighting style. Panda doubles as both Ling Xiaoyu's pet and bodyguard. A short while after Jin Kazama, whom Xiaoyu has feelings for, goes missing, she sets off on a journey to find him, leaving her home only to never return again. Determined to uphold her duty of protecting Xiaoyu, Panda tracks her all the way to the Mishima Zaibatsu building. When she finds her, Xiaoyu informs her that she's successfully obtained Jin's search data and is going on a journey across the globe to follow after him. Yes, his search data, not his search history. Kuma. Heihachi style advanced Kuma Shinken. Kuma is Heihachi's pet and a member of Mishima Zaibatsu's special forces. Tekken Force. He never misses the chance to volunteer in disaster relief efforts all across the Southeast Asia. Locals are always reluctant to accept Kuma first, fearing that he might attack them, but with his playful nature and strong work ethic, Kuma gradually wins them over and becomes the new town favorite. But one fateful day, Heihachi left to sell the with Kazumi Shima, only to never be seen again. When his master is still somewhere out there, but waits for his return to no avail. Meanwhile, G Corp is gaining the upper hand with their attacks against the Mishima Zaibatsu. Let me just make sure something, yeah? Kazuya's not taken over the Mishima Zaibatsu, has he? Hang on. There you go. Use the full power of the G Corp to take over the world. Yes. Kazuya doubled down his efforts to take down the leaderless Mishima Zaibatsu. Yeah. So it's definite that Mishima Zaibatsu is still run by Jin. It's still going to be run by Jin. So, going back to point. Sergei Dragunov, the Reaper. Sergei is a user of Commando Sambo and is feared for his alias the White Angel of Death, a name he earned through his sheer overwhelming combat prowess. While the world was embroiled in the armed conflict between the Mishima Zaibatsu and the G-Corp, Dragunov joined the King of Iron Fist with a certain goal in mind. But midway through the tournament's organizer Heihachi Music goes missing, bringing the competition to a halt. Dragunov returns home and in recognition he is given an extended leave for the first time in his life. I remember that he had a list, that was a thing. Shaheen, Desert Falcon, country of origin, Saudi Arabia. Close quarters combat. Shaheen works for a private military firm and is investigating mysterious death of his best friend. Utilizing his peaceful negotiation skills, he learns from an executive of Middle East G Corp branch that the master's mind is none other than Kazuya Mishima. The wheel of fate must have turned that day 13 days ago when, on the same day Shaheen lost his family, he saved Salim, a boy around the same age as him, from an assassin. It was the first time he had used techniques his father had ingrained in him, meant to bring down enemies to instead save another. I mean, I don't mind this one so much because they made him more militaristic. I guess in nature, as a mercenary, I guess, because mercenary types do like to have some sort of flash to them, to make it seem like that they have more things, like whether it's big and they have like an archetype to them. But he's the CQC expert. So I'm wondering who would win in a fight between Shaheen. I feel like the most natural combative stereotypes would be Shaheen and Sergey. They would be the most logical like solutions for this. Steve Fox, punching paragon, counter punching paragon, style boxing. Steve Fox is the middleweight boxing world champion whose ingenious technique and pace control in the ring has charmed out countless audiences. Raised in a facility owned by the Mishima Zabatsu, Steve went on a search for his real parents. The moment he learned he was just a test subject, he encounters Nina by chance and learns that he was made from her genetic material. Though they are mother and son by blood, Nina has never acknowledged Steve as her own. To Steve, knowing his roots was everything. Nina, on the other hand, believes such knowledge is to be a mere inconvenience. The bell rings, wrapping up Steve's fight with his past. While his driving force in life is gone, Steve becomes a husk of his former self. His training buddies Paul and Rod senses his desperation and come to his rescue. See, this is what I like more. Yoshimitsu. The only one we don't have is Devil Jin. It looks like. Yoshimitsu is an inheritor of Manji Ninjutsu and current head of the Manji clan, a group of chivalrous thieves. Active since the Sengoku period 6 months ago, Yoshimitsu accepted a request from an investor of the Refugee Relief Project. The task was to find archives that contained information on the past doings of Mishima Zabatsu. After analyzing the information that his clan members had gathered, Yoshimitsu is led to an old underground cave. Legend has it that the Mishimas once used it for exorcisms. Wait, that has something to do with Claudio, right? He scans the area using the technology built into his reinforced armor and continues down a dilapidated path. In the recesses of the cave, Shima discovers the archives he has been looking for. So this is the first time they've mentioned reinforced armor, not just armor. This is the first time we've actually heard about this. Okay, so this is the other one. Of the down it. Did they recruit Yoshimitsu? Yoshimitsu. His clan members. Okay. Leo Cleason. Bai He Kwan. Okay, this is the interesting one because this is gonna be like, are they gonna actually refer to them as by he or she? And this is the running joke for a long time that it's a she with a he with masculinity. Like that's the idea. Leo is a Baji Kwan user born to Nicholas Cleason, a world-renowned archaeologist, and Emma Cleason, an authority in genetic research. With the father versed in martial arts and inquisitive-minded mother, Leo uses these inherited skills to set off on a hunt for the truth behind the mysterious circumstances of Emma Cleason's death 1 year prior. From this data, Leo also learns that Kazumishima had sent out orders that the key research who are no longer needed were to be taken care of. Around the same time, Mishima Zamatsu announces that Kazuya Mishima, the mastermind of G Corp, is himself a devil. In this moment, the puzzle pieces fall into place for Leo. So Leo is now out for thing, but it's not implied that it's a they. It's implied it's a they the whole time because they're referring to him by first name. But this. I just remember distinctly that I'm going to be sticking with that until they formally say anything. Perfect blend. Azucena Milagros, is it Miagros Ortiz Castillo? Um, Known better as the Coffee Queen, is beloved of her innocent personality and her fearless fighting style as an MMA champion. Basically, the complete opposite of Josie as a character. The only daughter of the family who owns the Ortiz farm, a coffee plantation located 2,000 meters above the sea, Azucena grew up observing her father's trade and dreamed about becoming the world's best coffee farmer. To make her dream come true, a young Azucena conducted countless experiments by cultivating new coffee plants based on her novel ideas. Ronaldo rejected her ideas time and time again. Azucena used their rejection as motivation and continued to refine her daring spirit. A few years later, Azucena's efforts finally bore fruit, and her coffee beans were awarded the highest quality rating at a world-renowned trade fair, making her a rising star within the industry. Her literal whole thing is she does not even care about the tournament. She just wants to celebrate her coffee. That's it. That's her whole thing. Do we have Devil Jin in here? Claudio Serafino, Brian Fury, Lily. We don't have Devil Jin. So he has updated to every character but Devil Jin. I wonder why. Why hasn't Devil Jin been added to this list? We shall see. So, I think that covers everything when it comes to when it comes to the thing stuff. So we're gonna go watch.